Good morning, everyone. It's Christian again, and welcome back to another episode of Losing My Mind podcast, the podcast dedicated to all things brain cancer related. On today's episode, I want to talk about the next steps going forward for me and what'll be happening there. I'm in the midst of my 4 week break from chemo radiation. In about 3 weeks, I'll restart my second round of chemo, and during which time I'll be wearing this device called the Optune Gio. The Optune Gio is a FDA approved portable device used for glioblastoma patients, and you wear it. It comes with a battery backpack, and you wear it, and it creates these electrical fields around the brain called TT fields, which are tumor treating fields, and it interrupts cellular division process of the tumor itself, which causes cellular death, and it does so without disturbing any healthy brain cells that are not cancerous. So I wanted to give you guys a little shot at what this looks like. Some of you might already know what this is, but for those of you who don't, it looks a lot like this right here. You can just follow my cursor over these images that I've got up here. This is the backpack right here, and the battery, and the to me what looks like skin that goes onto your head, and it'll all be connected. So it'll look like this when all's said and done, like this guy. Um, and this is a picture of me standing beside it in the hospital with a real, like I said, looks like skin forged out of clay, and on the opposite side of this skin, on the underneath side, is got these electrical nodes, these arrays. They're attached to your head in a certain way, and if any of them come off, an alarm goes off and lets you know you need to reset them. Um, and here's a picture of a lady wearing the actual device itself, and um, she looks a lot better with it on than I will. That's for sure. Um, but anyway, so this is what I'll be wearing, and you have to, in order for it to work, you have to wear it like 18 hours a day. You can take it off for several hours a day for like your showering and stuff like that, but you have to wear it 18 hours a day for it to be effective. But the one thing I do like about it is you could do what's called banking hours, which means, let's say my wife and I want to go out to eat or go to some movies on the weekend, and I've already used up my few hours during the day that I can not wear it. Um, I could wear it longer than 18 hours a day. I could wear it 20, 22, 24 hours a day if I'm up to it. And for every hour past the 18-hour mark, it's called banking those hours. So if I wear it 20 hours a day for 5 days, I have just banked 10 hours on the weekend that my wife and I could go do something, or if I want to do something with my children and I don't want to wear this thing, then I've banked enough hours that I can, that is still effective, and I can take a break from it, which is kind of cool. Um, One thing the doctors have told me, and I was actually surprised by, is that most people stop wearing this thing, or they don't stick to it because it's inconvenient, or it alters their lifestyle too much. In my opinion, death is inconvenient, and if this device will lengthen my life, I mean, you're gonna have to rip it off my head. I'll be wearing it all the time. I'll be wearing it in my sleep. I imagine it will take some getting used to. I imagine there will be some discomfort wearing it. But just like anything, once you get used to it, you get used to it. So I plan on getting used to it pretty damn quickly. Um, but yeah, I was pretty surprised to hear that that most glioblastoma patients who wear this device don't stick with it and get tired of it really quickly. So that was pretty surprising to learn. Um, but actually, when you look at this, it's actually much smaller in person than it even looks right here, or even looks right here. Or maybe I'm just a bigger guy. I'm not sure. But when I went in there and I checked it out myself, it was very, very lightweight. I don't even think it weighs 3 or 4 pounds. Um, and it comes with multiple batteries that you can charge up, so you never run out of power. And like I said, it looks like this. One of my biggest concerns is that in this environment we live in, I don't want to be walking into a department store or a restaurant, and they see me wearing this backpack with wires coming out of it, and another wire leading up to my head. And it's not a joke, but I feel like I should be wearing a sticker or something that says, "This is not a bomb. Please do not put me down, or please do not tackle me." Um, because it is sort of sketchy looking when you see a backpack and wires coming out of it. I could see how someone might mistake that for something else. Um, but anyway, the cool thing on my end is that it can also be hidden by a hat or a beanie, which I wear all the time. So aside from the wire coming out of the backpack and going up my shirt, no one's even going to know I'm wearing this thing just because of what I can wear on my head anyway to cover it up, which will also help keep it in place, I imagine. So, um, and plus, let's say one of the arrays comes loose and the alarm goes off on the backpack telling you that you need to fix your arrays. I could imagine that'd be kind of alarming to have happen out in public. So, like I said, it'll take a little bit of getting used to, but I just signed my consent form with the Optune Gio team for them to come over and have me fit it for mine. And at an average cost of about $21,000 a month to use this thing, you could be damn sure I'm going to be wearing it for as many hours a day as I can. But just like I've said in previous episodes, my tumor is what's called unmethylated tissue tumor, which is the worst of the worst. It responds the worst to chemotherapy. It also responds the worst with Optune Gio. The Optune Gio works the best with methylated tissue, but it also still helps those with unmethylated. So I'm not trying to dissuade anybody who might have the same type of tumor I have. I'm looking forward to using this thing, and however many months it can add to my life, I'll take it. I'll gladly take it. Um, that's the name of the game for me at this point, is stealing as much time as I can from this cruel disease. To spend as much time with my family as I can, or hold out long enough until AI takes over and solves problems, which I think AI is going to solve many medical problems in the future. So I'm very hopeful on that. Plus, there's always a different uh, study or test out there, or trial going on. There's always something new going on in the glioblastoma arena, so there's always something new to try down the road. But another cool thing about the Optune Gio is that it could, if you have recurrent GBM and your tumor comes back, and the chemo has stopped working, and all the other forms of treatment you're using has stopped working, you can still use this as a solo means of treatment. It will still it will, for some people it will work on its own without any other uh, types of treatment. But for me, this will be worn in conjunction with my second round of chemo. So when I start my second round of chemo, I will also start wearing this Optune Gio, and you're going to see me wearing it on future podcasts, and I'll show you everything about it, and you'll get to see how it looks on my head. I'm going to ask the team if I can have people sign it or if I can draw pictures on it, but I doubt it because you have to return this thing when you're done with it. But anyway, so I'm looking forward to getting this going and see how it's going to work with me. I personally don't think I'll have a problem with it, especially sleeping. I've learned to sleep at a 30-degree angle. I can stuff the wires behind my pillow, or even the battery backpack behind my pillow, and it not be a problem. Or just set the battery backpack on the floor beside me, and try not to roll over too hard to dislodge some of the nodes of the arrays on here, so they don't have to adjust them in the middle of the night, which could probably be a pain in the butt real quick. But anyway, that was that was all I wanted to say on today's episode. So, anyway, I hope the rest of you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you on the next one. Later.